We'll begin with some pickles, which we'll use on our banh mi sandwich. That's going to start off with one daikon radish. You could use a regular radish if you can't find this. Get it sliced down into a nice julienne or thin strips, and do the same thing with one large or two medium-sized carrots. Then to make our pickling liquid, we'll add a half cup of warm water and 1 cup of apple cider vinegar to a bowl, followed by a pinch of salt and a couple tablespoons of sugar. Get everything stirred together thoroughly to combine, add your radish and carrots, and refrigerate for at least 1 hour, but several days in advance would be fine as well. They're pickles, after all. Next, to make our summer rolls, it's not that hard, it's just a lot of chopping. So let's get started with 1 red bell pepper. You could use any color of your choosing. Go ahead and julienne that, along with another carrot. By the way, we'll be using some of these ingredients on our sandwich as well, so we're just prepping everything in advance. We're going to take 1 cucumber, julienne that. I like to cut the exterior off of an English one, but you can use any cucumber you like. Tear off some fresh basil, some fresh cilantro leaves, and thinly slice 1 jalapeno. This part's optional. If you don't like the heat, just skip it. Next up, we will need 1 ripe avocado, some spring roll or summer roll wrappers, fresh bibb lettuce, and cellophane noodles cooked according to the package directions, along with, some shrimp that are also cooked and cooled. Once you're ready to assemble your summer rolls, slice that avocado thinly and set it aside. Put some warm water in a pie plate or large bowl and soak your rice paper wrappers for 20 to 25 seconds until they are pliable but not falling apart. Layer on your red pepper, your cucumber, your carrots, your cellophane noodles, your avocado, your basil, your cilantro, your bibb lettuce, a shrimp that's been cut in half, and roll everything up like a burrito. It's pretty straightforward once you have all of your ingredients prepped and you practice it once or twice. As shown, this recipe will make 10 to 12 depending on how fully you stuff them. So I'm going to knock a few more out. By the way, you could leave the shrimp out and keep these vegan if you wanted to. But either way, we're going to need a dipping sauce, and that'll go in with some peanut butter, about 1/3 cup, a tablespoon of hoisin sauce, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, the juice of 1 lime, and optionally a teaspoon of sambal or sriracha if you want some heat. And you're going to add in about 1/4 cup of warm water, or more as needed, to bring this together to a sauce-like dipping consistency. There you have it, summer rolls and peanut soy dipping sauce. Now for our banh mi sandwich, we're going to need a marinade for our meat, which will be pork. So I'm going in with about 1/4 cup of hoisin sauce, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, about 1 tablespoon of maple syrup for some sweetness, 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar, and a couple teaspoons of fish sauce, which can be maddeningly difficult to get out of the jar, so be patient. A couple of green onions chopped roughly go in, some aggressively crushed garlic goes in, no need to peel it or chop it too fine, and about 1 inch worth of ginger, again just roughly chopped. Now for our marinade, we will be using some pork tenderloin, which we're going to cut into 1/4 inch slices. You could use chicken or beef or shrimp, whatever your heart desires. Either way, roll up your sleeves and pound it out nice and thin so that it cooks quickly and absorbs our marinade quickly as well. Once you've got all of your pork sliced up, get it into your hoisin soy marinade, and 30 minutes will do the trick, but a few hours in the fridge would be even better. Now for our sandwich, we're going to need some fresh lettuce, our daikon and carrot pickles, which we made earlier, some fresh French-style baguette bread, good old full-fat mayo, some of that cilantro we chopped up earlier, a little more hoisin sauce, and our cooked protein, in this case the pork. So let's cook it. In a large skillet, we're going to add a couple tablespoons of oil. Make sure this is over very high heat. as you can see from the splattering there. Give this 2 to 3 minutes on the first side to get some nice caramelization and color, and then give it a flip and cook 1 to 2 minutes more. We don't want to overcook this, we just want to develop some color and cook it through to a medium well pink inside. Once you've accomplished that, pull it out, set it aside into a bowl, cover it to keep warm, and repeat with the rest of your pork. Now for our bread, we do want to toast it, and we also want to make one more modification, and that is to remove a little bit of that excess bread stuffing from the inside. It's going to help the sandwich come together nicely and not have anything overflowing. Give it a toast in an oven for about 5 minutes at 375, and then build your banh mi. A layer of mayonnaise goes down, followed by a little more hoisin sauce, some of that bibb lettuce for a nice textural crunch. On top of that goes our pickled daikon and carrots, followed by the optional extra kick from our fresh jalapeno. And now lay down that luscious, juicy pork tenderloin. We'll top that off with a little bit of fresh cilantro, or a lot, depending on your preferences. And that's it. That's your banh mi. So, we got to give these a try real quick, right? These summer rolls are cool. They're slightly chewy, but they have a nice crunch from the fresh vegetables in there. That peanut sauce is sweet and tangy and a little bit spicy if you add the sambal. It's a very refreshing bite, particularly on a hot summer's day, but really on any day. Now for the sandwich, we've got to get a cross section here, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it down the middle. If you've never used hoisin, it's kind of like a smoky, spicy Asian barbecue sauce. It's got a very unique flavor and one which really adds a great depth of flavor to this sandwich, which, as you can see from my reaction, was pretty freaking great. In fact, I didn't even remember to turn the camera off and just kind of kept eating on set, as you could say, until at a certain point I realized the error of my ways. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you'll join us next week, and in the meantime, go make something delicious.